Hey everyone, ready for an adventure? Today we're strapping on those hiking boots and taking a deep dive into finding the perfect pair.
Especially for those of you, like our listener here, who need that 4E width.
Which, let's be honest, can sometimes feel like searching for a mythical creature, right?
It's a bit of a quest.
But that's why we're here.
You want boots that can handle those basic trails and maybe some light mountain hiking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nothing too extreme, no Everest expeditions.
Just good, solid, comfortable boots.
And luckily you've done your research.
Some really fantastic resources on hiking boots in general and wide width options.
So we're going to break it all down.
Synthesize all that info and help make the best decision.
Right, because not every brand out there caters to wider feet, am I right?
That's right.
So before we even get into specific boots,
Yes.
what are the must-have features for the kind of hiking you're going to be doing?
Right. Thinking about how you'll use these boots is really key.
Okay.
Because you don't need super rugged mountaineering boots for basic trails. But you still need that comfort and support, especially with that 4E width.
Makes sense. Now, the research mentions things like boot cut and outsole design.
Yes.
Where do we even begin with all that?
Well, let's start with boot cut. So
Okay.
lower cut boots, those give you more flexibility,
Okay.
which is great for like agility on less technical trails.
Right.
But if you're going for like rockier terrain or you want that extra ankle support,
Yeah.
then a mid-cut might be a better option.
Got it. So boot cut is all about flexibility versus support.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, what about this outsole design? I got to be honest, I'm a little lost on that one.
So the outsole is the bottom of the boot,
Okay.
the part that actually makes contact with the ground.
Okay.
And wider outsoles generally give you more stability,
Okay.
which of course is great for those of us with wider feet,
Right.
but you sometimes lose a little bit of flexibility.
So wider is good, but there's a trade-off there.
There's always a trade-off.
Interesting. Interesting. Any other features that we should be keeping in mind?
Oh, absolutely. Weight is a big one
Okay.
because lighter boots mean less strain on your joints, which can be a game changer on those longer hikes.
Makes sense.
So think about your hiking style. Are you someone who likes to move quickly and nimbly, or are you more about taking it slow and steady?
Good point.
That can help you decide how much weight you're comfortable carrying.
Yeah, I'm definitely more of a stop and smell the wildflowers kind of hiker.
I love that.
So maybe lighter is better for me in that case.
Probably so, and lighter doesn't necessarily mean less durable either.
Okay.
Technology's come a long way.
Oh, good.
You can find boots that are both light and tough.
That's good to know. Now, I noticed in the research that they mentioned different types of leather,
Yeah.
like full grain versus split grain. What's the deal with that?
Good eye. The type of leather definitely affects the durability and the breathability of the boot.
Okay.
So full grain leather is super durable,
Okay.
water resistant, but it can take a while to break in. And it might not be the most breathable option, especially for like warm weather hiking.
So maybe not ideal for those sweaty summer hikes then.
Right, exactly.
Got it.
So split grain.
Split grain leather, which is often combined with nylon mesh, offers a really good balance.
Okay.
It's lighter, more breathable, and usually needs less break-in time.
Okay.
Might not be as weatherproof as the full grain.
Gotcha. Okay, so we've got boot cut, outsole, weight, leather type. Anything else we're forgetting before we jump into specific boots?
Fit.
Oh, of course, fit.
This is crucial for any hiking boot, but especially with a 40 width.
Right.
You want plenty of room in that toe box.
Mm,
A snug heel, you don't want any slipping.
Right.
Overall comfort. So always try on boots with the socks you actually plan to wear while you're hiking.
Right, like a test drive for your feet.
Exactly. Walk around the store, get a feel for them.
Love it. Now, speaking of fit, the research you gave really emphasizes 4E sizing.
Yes.
What's so special about it beyond just being more comfortable? Well, comfort is definitely a huge part of it,
Right.
but it goes deeper than that.
Okay.
4E sizing is really about supporting your foot health.
Interesting.
Think about it. When your feet are crammed into narrow shoes, they just can't function properly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You increase the risk of bunions, hammer toes, even nerve pain.
Wow, I never realized it could be that serious.
Yeah, it's easy to overlook, but our feet work hard,
They do.
especially when we're hiking, so they need that extra space to spread out naturally and move freely.
Okay.
So 4E sizing helps prevent those problems, and it keeps your feet happy and healthy on the trail.
Okay, so it's not just comfort, it's actually protecting our feet for the long haul.
Exactly.
That's a good point. Okay, I'm dying to hear about specific boots now.
Me too. Let's do it.
Are you ready to get into the recommendations?
Let's go.
Okay, so you've given us some research on some specific 4E boots.
Yeah, we've got a good mix here.
Yeah.
Some that are more lightweight agile, some that lean more into that comfort and support. Really depends on what you're looking for.
I'm intrigued. Let's hear it. Let's start with one that caught my eye in the research here.
Okay.
The Apis 9713. What makes this one stand out?
Well, the Apis 9713 is really designed for wider feet.
Okay.
It's got a roomy toe box, extra depth,
Good.
which is what you want with that 4E fit.
Right.
And it also comes with heat moldable inserts. So you can actually customize the fit for like max comfort.
Heat moldable inserts. That sounds pretty high tech.
Yeah, it's nice.
But is there a downside to all this comfort?
Well, some users have said it can be a little bit bulkier than some other options.
Okay.
And the breathability may not be ideal for like super hot weather.
Oh.
So if you're really prioritizing like agility or if you're hiking in warm climates,
Yeah.
there might be better choices.
Got it. So not the most nimble boot, but great for comfort
Right.
and that custom fit.
Yeah.
What if someone's really prioritizing support? Maybe they have some foot pain issues. Is there a boot that you'd recommend for them?
Oh, absolutely. The OrthoFeet Hunter is calling your name.
Right.
It's really designed with therapeutic comfort in mind.
Okay.
So it has an anatomical orthotic insole system,
Okay.
which is all about alleviating foot pain
Yeah.
and providing excellent support.
Ooh, orthotic insoles built right in.
Yeah,
Sounds perfect for anyone who has foot problems or just wants that extra level of support.
exactly.
Cool. Any downsides of that one?
Well, some hikers have mentioned that it can be a bit on the heavier side.
Okay.
So it might not be ideal if you're looking to move really fast or if you're tackling like really steep or technical trails.
Got it. So it's a trade-off.
Yeah,
Max comfort and support might mean sacrificing a little bit of that agility.
exactly.
Makes sense. What else is on the list?
Well, let's move on to something that maybe balances that durability with comfort.
Okay.
The Cascade waterproof hiking shoe.
Okay, Cascade.
It's made with a full-grain leather upper, so known for its ruggedness.
Right.
And it has a waterproof membrane. So it keeps your feet dry, even on those like unexpectedly damp trails.
Waterproof and durable. That's a winning combo.
It is.
But isn't full-grain leather a little stiff and not very breathable?
That's a good point, but they've addressed that with a breathable design
Oh, good.
to help prevent those sweaty feet we talked about earlier.
Good.
Plus, the Cascade also features a Vibram outsole.
Vibram outsole. That sounds familiar.
It's like the gold standard.
I can't quite place it. What is that?
So think of Vibram as like the gold standard for hiking boot outsoles.
Okay.
They use specially formulated rubber compounds
Okay.
and unique tread patterns that are designed for superior grip,
Oh.
durability, and performance on different surfaces.
Got it. Okay. So this Cascade boot sounds like a great all-around option.
Yeah, waterproof, breathable, durable.
Excellent traction.
You got it.
Cool.
What else? Well, let's look at the Apis Men's 9703-2L.
Okay.
This one aims for that like sweet spot between ruggedness and breathability,
Okay.
using a combo of leather and mesh in the upper.
Leather and mesh?
Yep.
Sounds like good ventilation.
Exactly. And it also has a removable orthotic insole
Okay.
for those who need maybe a little extra arch support
Yeah.
or want to use their own custom orthotics.
Right.
Plus, it features a shock-absorbing EVA midsole
Oh, nice.
for cushioning on those rocky trails.
Lots of comfort features in there.
It is.
But you said it's aiming for a balance, so what's the trade-off?
Well, it is water resistant,
Okay.
but not fully waterproof like that Cascade.
Okay.
And some users have found it a bit bulky compared to like some of the lighter options.
Right.
So just got to consider your priorities there in terms of weather protection.
Right. And
Just here.
so not the boot for a downpour, but good for breathability and all-around comfort.
You got it.
Okay. And we've got one more on the list, right?
Yeah, we do. The Drew Trek waterproof hiking boot.
Okay. Drew Trek.
This one's all about therapeutic comfort meets outdoor durability.
All right.
It features waterproof leather
Okay.
with breathable mesh panels for that balance. And it has a dual density footbed system for customized support.
Dual density footbed system. That sounds pretty serious.
It is. It basically means the footbed has different layers of cushioning and support
Okay.
to conform to your foot shape and provide targeted comfort where you need it most.
Okay.
Plus, the Drew Trek has a steel shank for added stability.
Steel shank. Wow. That sounds intense.
It is a feature you often find in like heavier duty boots,
Yeah.
but in this case, it's integrated into a boot that's still designed with comfort in mind.
Okay. So it's for people who maybe want that extra stability
Exactly.
without sacrificing the comfort.
You got it.
Okay. So we've covered 5 very different boots here.
We have.
Each with their own strengths and weaknesses, that's great.
Yes.
But now how do we narrow it down?
Right. So now it's all about finding the right 4E hiking boot for you.
Okay.
But remember, that's just the first step.
Right.
The next and arguably most important step is making sure it fits just right.
Okay, so we've explored all these features, different boots, 4E sizing.
Yep.
But now, how do we make sure those boots fit like a dream, especially with wider feet? Any tips for getting that perfect fit?
Oh, absolutely. Fit is so important. And with 4E sizing, there's even less room for error.
Right.
So first things first, remember your feet can actually change size throughout the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they tend to swell a bit as the day goes on, especially if you've been active.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So if you're heading to a store to try on boots, go later in the day when your feet are at their largest.
That's a good tip.
And another really important tip is to wear the socks that you actually plan to wear while you're hiking.
Okay.
Because those thicker hiking socks can make a big difference in how a boot fits.
Right, got to recreate those hiking conditions.
Exactly.
So timing and socks, check.
Yes.
What else should we be paying attention to when we're trying on boots?
Focus on the feel.
Okay.
Walk around the store if they have any inclines, go up and down them, try to mimic those hiking movements as best as you can.
Like a little mini hike in the shoe aisle.
Exactly, and pay close attention to heel slippage.
Okay.
So your heel should feel snug, not sliding around inside the boot.
Right.
That can lead to blisters and all sorts of discomfort.
Yeah, no one wants that.
And of course, make sure there's plenty of room in the toe box.
Yep, no squish toes.
Especially with that 4E width.
Exactly. Now, what about those heat moldable inserts we were talking about before?
Oh, yeah.
Do those require any special fitting considerations?
That's a great question. Heat moldable inserts can really make a difference
Yeah.
in terms of the fit and the comfort of the boot.
Right.
But it's really important to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully.
Okay.
Usually it involves heating the inserts and then actually wearing them inside the boots for a specific amount of time
Okay.
to allow them to conform to your foot shape.
So it's like custom molding them to your foot.
Exactly, at home.
That's pretty cool. So someone's tried on all the boots, they've checked the fit, but they're still not sure which one to pick. Any final words of wisdom to help them make that decision?
Think about your priorities.
Oh.
What matters most to you? Is it lightweight agility? Is it maximum comfort? Is it rugged durability? Weather protection?
Right.
Once you identify your top priorities, you can kind of narrow down those choices based on which boots excel in those areas.
So it's really about finding that perfect balance, the boot that fits your foot, your hiking style, and just what you like.
Exactly, and there's no right or wrong answer.
Right.
The best boot is the one that feels the best and lets you enjoy those trails.
Absolutely. Well, I feel like we've covered it all. Boot features, fit, even specific models, feeling ready to hit the trail.
Yeah. And remember, finding the right 4E hiking boot is an investment
Yes.
in your comfort and enjoyment on those trails. So take your time, do your research, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Happy hiking.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the world of 4E hiking boots.
You got it.
We hope you feel informed and inspired to find those perfect boots and hit the trails with confidence.
Yes.
Until next time, happy exploring.